Until next time, this is Simon, signing off. It's been a long time since I said that catchphrase. Wait, who are you? This is the history of Toonami. Toonami originally launched on St. Patrick's Day 1997. It was a hub for all the action shows that Cartoon Network had. It originally aired from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., and it was on weekdays. For the first 2 years of its run, it was hosted by Moltar, a villain from Space Ghost and Space Ghost Coast to Coast. Moltar was replaced by an original character named Tom on July 10th, 1999, and he would continue Moltar's job for the block. It had many sub-blocks. Midnight Run, which aired from midnight to 5 a.m. on Saturdays, which was before Adult Swim took its time slot, and aired from midnight to 1 a.m. on weekdays. Another one was Rising Sun, which aired anime on Saturday mornings before it was canceled in 2001. It was reintroduced in 2002, instead being a Sunday morning block which aired some DC shows. Also, there was Super Saturday, a Saturday afternoon block which aired exclusively Dragon Ball Z and later the original Dragon Ball. In 2000, Toonami aired a special story called The Intruder. In it, Tom was defeated by the Intruder and was rebuilt by Sarah into Tom 2, who saved the ship from the Intruder. This began the Toonami tradition, the TIE, or Total Immersion event. The second TIE, Lockdown, even had a tie-in game on the Toonami website, where viewers could interact with the story and affect the outcome. On July 30th, 2001, Toonami Block was launched on Kids WB. However, it was basically the same as the weekday Kids WB block, and it was a failure, being discontinued in not even a year. On June 30th, 2002. On April 17th, 2004, Toonami was removed from weekdays due to its shows being too inappropriate to air during that time slot, and so, 2 days later, it was replaced by Miguzi, which we already did a video about. On St. Patrick's Day 2007, to celebrate the 10th anniversary of Toonami, they released Tom 4. However, he would be hated by Toonami fans due to being drastically different and coming out of nowhere. In fact, some people believe that he was responsible for Toonami struggling during that time, and ratings were falling. And then, on September 20th, 2008, it was announced that Toonami was canceled and would be shutting down the following day. But of course, this isn't the end of the story. In 2012, for Toonami's April Fool's Day prank, they replaced much of their programming with Toonami programming, with an updated Tom 3 called Tom 3.5. Then, on May 16th, 2012, Toonami would be brought back for real, as they announced, which would come out 10 days later. Since it's now on Adult Swim, its content is more mature. In 2013, Toonami announced at MomoCon, an Anime Atlanta convention, announced there was going to be big changes to the block, with a new logo, bumpers, and GPS Mark III, and a new Tom 5, which came to effect on April 27th of that year. On February 5th, 2014, it was announced that a sequel to The Intruder would premiere the following year, which would happen in 2015. The first TIE since 2003. Even then, another sequel premiered a year later. In the end, Tom got a new ship called the Vindication. Next was The Forge, which premiered on November 9th, 2019. It saw Tom 5 killed and rebuilt into Tom 6. Also, the Vindication was taken by The Forge, and they were forced to use it as the broadcast station for Toonami. On February 2021, we get our first non-canon TIE, Cosmo Samurai, which was also the first one to not air in English, but instead air in Japanese with English subtitles. On Black Friday of that year, Toonami aired on a day other than a Saturday, kicking off Black Friday with Toonami's Black Friday Blade Runner Doorbuster event, which aired Blade Runner. From February to March of 2022, a sequel to Cosmo Samurai called Cosmo Samurai 2 was released, also in Japanese. A canon TIE, The Return, aired immediately. And by the end, the GPS Absolution had returned as broadcast station and ship of Toonami. And that's it. Now that I told you the history of Toonami, please let me out of here!